Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Is Jerry Jones looking to replace Mike McCarthy with Bill Belichick? Is Mike McCarthy already a lame duck head coach before the 2024 league year even begins? Following the Dallas Cowboys' umpteenth playoff collapse, team owner Jerry Jones gave his head coach a vote of confidence and ensured that McCarthy would return in 2024. However, new comments about free agent coach Bill Belichick have Jones already looking past his in-house option. Jones denied having spoken to any other head coaching candidates this offseason and would not speculate about Belichick's future career. Jones did change his tune when asked about his personal thoughts on Belichick. "I know him personally and I like him," Jones said of Belichick via Yahoo Sports. "There's no doubt in my mind we could work together. None. It's almost like the real-life version of the distracted boyfriend meme." In his first year as a head coach free agent this century, Belichick never had any jobs materialize. He only interviewed with the Atlanta Falcons, who eventually went with Los Angeles Rams defensive coordinator Raheem Morris. However, according to ESPN's Mike Reese, Belichick's current thinking is that having no job is a better result than a job that wasn't the right fit. NFL Network's Ian Rapoport reported that the six-time Super Bowl champion would be willing to sit out the 2024 season and test the waters next year. The Cowboys have 1 year left on McCarthy's contract. In January, Jones said that the team's best step forward for us would be to stick with McCarthy this year. "I believe this team is very close and capable of achieving our ultimate goals, and the best step forward for us will be with Mike McCarthy as our head coach," Jones said following the Cowboys' 48-32 loss to the N-7 seed Green Bay Packers. "There is great benefit to continuing the team's progress under Mike's leadership as our head coach. Specifically, there are many layers of success that have occurred this season as a result of Mike's approach to leading the team, both with individual players and with our team collectively." At a 42-25 record, McCarthy has the highest win percentage of any coach in Cowboys history. He also has a 1-3 record in the postseason despite finishing 12-5 each of the last 3 seasons. It's not sure how Belichick and Jones would even work together. Jones has maintained roster control over the Cowboys since buying the team in 1989, and Belichick has insisted on a general manager title during this hiring cycle. They'll have a year to figure it out. In the meantime, McCarthy will have to hope for a miracle to keep his role on the Cowboys. Buccaneers projected to plunder Cowboys' $6.5 million star. The Dallas Cowboys' backfield could look significantly different next season. Dallas believed that Tony Pollard could seamlessly replace the production lost when Ezekiel Elliott departed in March 2023, but that never quite materialized. Pollard, 26, rushed for 1,005 yards with 6 touchdowns during the 2023 campaign on the heels of a 1,005-yard 2022 season while splitting carries with Elliott. Despite Pollard's production, the Cowboys still finished only 15th in rushing yards per game, and at times the offense looked one-dimensional with quarterback Dak Prescott and the offense having to shoulder a significant portion of the load. Now, set to become an unrestricted free agent, CBS Sports projects the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to believe Pollard can fill a void in their offense and to sign the veteran back away this spring. Statistically, Cody Benjamin of CBS Sports writes, "Pollard remained a passable starter for Dallas in 2023, but his efficiency has decreased in recent years. Remarkably, he's still just 26. It wouldn't be a shock to see the Cowboys finally pivot to a cheaper rotation." Pollard finished the 2023 season averaging 4 yards per carry, after surpassing 5 yards per attempt each of the past 2 seasons. But, despite a slight step backwards in 2023, could prove to be a welcomed addition to the Buccaneers' offense. How Tony Pollard would fit Buccaneers' offense. Tampa Bay took the Detroit Lions to the brink in the NFC divisional playoffs, and could be looking to bolster the backfield this offseason. Rachaad White broke out in his second NFL season, averaging 3.6 yards per carry, while rushing for 990 yards and 6 touchdowns. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers also saw contributions from veteran Chase Edmonds and rookie Sean Tucker adding 23 rushing yards. Running backs have never been more affordable than they are, after the market at the position cratered last offseason. This could wind up benefiting the Buccaneers, if Pollard is in fact on their radar as a top-of-the-rotation running back. Adding Pollard alongside White would create a potentially potent running back duo, similarly to when Pollard and Elliott shared a backfield with the Cowboys. Why Cowboys might move on from Tony Pollard? There could be several reasons that Pollard is playing elsewhere in 2024. Not the least of which being the dire salary cap situation that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys find themselves in, ahead of the 2024 offseason getting underway. The Cowboys are currently projected to be $14.29 million over the cap. The Cowboys are likely to sign Prescott to a new contract extension this offseason, which could create some spending flexibility, but it could prove difficult for Dallas to be big players when free agency gets underway. Likewise, given that the Cowboys have invested significant resources on a talented defense, committed $14 million to wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, it might not be prudent to spend top dollar at the running back position. If the Cowboys allow Pollard to walk via free agency, the Cowboys could target selecting a running back high in April's NFL draft, or piece a backfield together with bargain free agents. Cowboys put Dak Prescott on notice with confusing message. The Dallas Cowboys declined to address Dak Prescott's future in owner Jerry Jones' first public comments since the team's elimination loss to the Green Bay Packers in the NFC's wildcard round. Prescott is heading into the final season of a 4-year, $160 million contract. Prescott is slated to have a $59.4 million cap hit in 2024, making it challenging to build a competitive roster. Jones noted the Cowboys went as far as Prescott could take them in the postseason. Not exactly a ringing endorsement for the franchise quarterback and an indication that Dallas wants more from Prescott. Doc has done nothing to change my mind of any promise for the future, Jones told reporters on January 30, 2024, during Senior Bowl practices. I think I said, previously, that we'd go as far as Doc takes us in the playoffs. Remember that? We'll go as far as Doc takes us, and that's how far we went. Okay, so my point is, that doesn't change a thing, but we'll go as far as Doc takes us. Fort Worth Star-Telegram's Clarence Hill described Jones' comments at the Senior Bowl as confusing. Jones continued to emphasize the team would take a holistic approach to the offseason, including with Prescott's future. Jerry Jones refused to commit signing Dak Prescott to an extension because the team is taking a holistic approach to the offseason but offered this confusing ditty, Hill posted January 30 on X, referring to Jones' comments. Jerry Jones on Dak Prescott's playoff performance. I think that we as a team laid an egg. How far did the Cowboys go with Prescott? Despite being a touchdown favorite, the Cowboys lost 48-32 at home in the wildcard round. Jones could be turning up the pressure on Prescott or attempting to emphasize his confidence in a peculiar way. After his remarks, the Cowboys owner was pressed on his assessment of Prescott's performance against the Packers. Jones put the blame on the team, bluntly stating the Cowboys laid an egg. Well, I think that we as a team laid an egg, Jones responded. Specifically, I want to say it and respond that way, and you can start here. And I'm not trying to be magnanimous or anything. But you can start here and you can go all the way down the line. That was a bad day for us and created a lot of scrutiny on days long before that and long after that. That's what kind of day it was, and so it'll be an impactful day. We'll do things that honor the fact that we didn't play well against the Packers. Cowboys news. Jerry Jones declined to rule out not signing Dak Prescott to an extension. Jones declined to rule out the possibility that the Cowboys could enter the 2024 season with Prescott and Mike McCarthy both on the final year of their contracts. With clauses to prevent the franchise tag or a trade, Prescott has all the leverage in the negotiations. Dallas could approach Prescott to restructure his deal without an extension, but it would make little financial sense for the quarterback to do so. Despite Jones' convoluted statements, it still makes the most sense for the Cowboys to ultimately sign Prescott to an extension sooner rather than later.